You know, that sounds like too much for me. I think I just have this small cup of vanilla. She goes, quit being a bitch!
Before Aziz Ansari became only the 7th comic to sell out New York's world-famous Madison Square Garden.
Just awesome. Just fucking BAM! Crowd me!
Before Aziz Ansari provided comic relief in films alongside Adam Sandler, James Franco, Seth Rogen, and Paul Rudd.
That's how it's done, son. Killed it, man.
Before Aziz Ansari's smash hit Netflix show Master of None won the 2016 Critics' Choice Award for Best Comedy Series, becoming officially critically acclaimed and picked up for a 2nd season.
It's Master of None.
Before he was friends with Kanye West, making his own music video to West's song Famous and getting the thumbs up from Yeezy in the process.
They just can't seem to get Kanye fresh.
Aziz Ansari was raised by his 2 parents who came to America by way of Tamil, India. His parents may have given him the acting bug early as they placed him in dancing classes as a baby. Recognized as being gifted as a child, Aziz enrolled in the best schools in the entire state, and after high school enrolled in one of the best business schools in the entire country. If you're one of those people that think comedy is for dummies, well, you're certainly wrong when it comes to this guy. It wasn't until Aziz found the New York stand-up scene and started doing open mics in college that his true comedic potential started becoming a reality. Using what he learned in his marketing classes at NYU, Aziz spent weekends handing out flyers and bringing people to his shows in droves. The crowds got bigger and bigger every year.
What the hell is going on here, dude?
McCrudden, what does it look like? I've hijacked your show. What are you gonna do about it?
Probably nothing. I suppose it's less work for me. Jay Brody, everybody.
What's going on, guys? My name is Jay Brody, giving Michael McCrudden a much needed break here on Before They Were Famous, documenting the life and career of Aziz Ansari. I'm also gonna hit you up with a shameless plug to check out my podcast, The Dumb Show. A link is down below in the description box. It doesn't take a genius to click it. Do it now. What are you waiting for?
Jay, come on, man. You're being a prick. This is my show. You're ruining it.
Hey,
dude,
man.
Stop! Roll that intro. Aziz Ansari was born in South Carolina on February 23, 1983, raised by his father, Sue Kath, a gastroenterologist, and his mother, Fatima, a medical office worker. They raised him and his younger brother, Anis, in Bennettsville, South Carolina.
Deemed gifted as a child, like I was, except my parents would literally stick me in a basket and try to give me away as a gift. He attended the best schools as a kid.
Combined racism and horrible public schools. South Carolina's right in the middle of that Venn diagram.
Aziz didn't know what he wanted to be when he grew up, other than he had to get out of the small town of Bennettsville, South Carolina. So with that in mind, he made it a priority to finish high school and get to the big city. Or any city that was bigger than Bennettsville.
Enrolling at the prestigious Stern School of Business, Aziz was still unsure about what he wanted to do. It wasn't until he attended a comedy show at the world-famous Comedy Cellar in Greenwich Village that he became inspired as to what his future could hold.
In 2000, Aziz started hitting up open mics all over New York, performing at places like the Comic Strip and focusing his comedy on his day-to-day life. Aziz was taken by stand-up comedy, but he found his workload at the Stern Business School so easy that he decided to stick out and finish his degree.
But he knew what it was that he truly wanted to do and would hand out flyers to his shows on weekends in Times Square. The only easy part of university for me was dropping out. You just stop going. It's so easy.
Oh, hence the name, The Dumb Show. I get it.
McCrudden, don't make me put you in another headlock. In 2005, Aziz hosted a local comedy show called Crash Test. It gets the attention of soon-to-be famous comics such as Nick Kroll and Chelsea Peretti, who became regulars at this show. And it's also where he meets his soon-to-be comedic partners Rob Hubel and Paul Scheer.
Rolling Stone magazine took notice of Aziz in 2005 by including him in their annual hot list of up-and-coming stand-up comics.
Still working a 9-to-5 day job, but on the cusp of comedic greatness, Aziz is interviewed by the Wall Street Journal. The article is titled, "Is it time to get a real job?" which is something Michael texts me every day.
That interview served as a wake-up call for Aziz as he began to put together pitches for HBO and also upped his stand-up game, putting together shows with eye-opening titles such as Aziz Ansari Punched the Wall and Aziz Ansari Isn't Fucking Around Anymore.
My show, Jay Brody Took a Dump on a Police Cruiser, was my least successful stand-up show ever, but I met a really nice lawyer out of it, so...
Yeah, the same thing happened happened for me with my show Beer for Breakfast.
Yeah, but at least there you had a few babes in bikinis. I had to wipe my ass with handcuffs on.
It's nothing against you. I've never seen your video. It's nothing against you.
Not getting his pitches picked up, which McCrudden failed so miserably at himself, Aziz started to make his first television appearances in 2006 as he was featured on ESPN's Cheap Seats and also HBO's Flight of the Conchords.
It's a great speech. Too bad New Zealanders are a bunch of cocky a-holes descended from criminals and retarded monkeys.
It wasn't until 2007 when Aziz's fortune started to change as MTV picked up a pitch for his sketch show Human Giant. Working alongside his longtime collaborators Rob Hubel, Paul Scheer, and Jason Woolanier. Several of their sketches went viral, the most famous being one titled The Illusionators, where Ansari plays a street magician.
In 2009, Aziz is cast alongside Adam Sandler in a Judd Apatow directed film called Funny People, playing a seemingly talentless yet uber successful comedian named Randy. Aziz does a series of viral videos as the character both in and out of the film and begins to use Randy as one of his stand-up alter egos in his regular act.
What's up?
This performance created quite the buzz around Aziz, who uses Randy in his first stand-up special, 2010's Intimate Moments, for a sensual evening.
2009 was a breakout year for Aziz for another reason. He was the first person cast for what later would become NBC's Parks and Recreation, acting alongside stars like Rob Lowe, Rashida Jones, Amy Poehler, and Chris Pratt. Aziz's character, Tom Haverford, became known for his crazy business ideas and wild catchphrases.
Turn the jet into an apartment building. People could live inside their own private jet.
I know treat yourself became Jay's personal mantra when he was at the Pizza Hut buffet.
Bring it on, bitch.
While doing Parks and Rec, Aziz began to refine his approach to stand-up, focusing less on what he thought would get laughs and more on what he found interesting. This served him well as his newfound fame and approach to stand-up saw him jump from performing in clubs to performing in arenas.
From there, Aziz continued to land bigger and bigger roles, break records with his comedy tours, and even cast his actual parents in a role for his Netflix comedy. And the rest of the story, well,
you know the rest of the story because this is before they were famous.
dude, that's my line. Get your own show.
I have one. Be sure to check out The Dumb Show.
Actually, do check it out. It's really cool. I actually like the name of those shows. Perhaps we could collab and do something like that. What do you think?
You bring the intimate moments and I'll make it a sensual evening.
Okay, I'm not gonna do this. No.
Hey, if you liked me on here, please check out The Dumb Show. Subscribe to it on iTunes or pick it up anywhere podcasts are given away for free. There's a link below in the description.
Now, Jay isn't fucking around. His show is hilarious. Be sure to check it out. Also, we've documented the lives of other comedians on this channel, including Adam Sandler and Will Ferrell and Louis C.K. We're working on that one, so be sure to let us know, as always, in the comments down below who you want us to document next.